Now the little kicker, it is a pull start. This one is electric start. And I'm kind of thinking, what if you get out in the water, your battery dies? Maybe it's been all night and you've had the light on too long, your battery's dead. It's going to be hard to start this one. Unless if we take this pulley, mount it up top, put a little notch in it, bring a rope with us, then this one can be electric and a pull start, either or. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Now I've got one on the mower. Actually, I've got it on two of my mowers. I guess I'll show you those again. Then I think I'm gonna put this on. Won't hit the tank. Be a good insurance policy. Let's work on that right now. Here's the pull rope pulley on the pulley swap Pulley. That's a lot of P's. You wrap the rope on here, give it a tug. That way, the pulley swap Pulley don't have to have a battery. And then on the other mower, this is the boys Mud Boggin Troy built. It's got a nice little pulley on it, same little groove. You wrap the rope, and this is a pretty big V-twin. I don't remember the horsepower, but it fires it right up. 16, 17 horse maybe. And maybe I'll drop a card on this one in case you want to go back and see how I put the pulley on. Same thing for the other one. A couple of cards. While I'm putting this pulley on, I gotta get all this cowling off. I'll start with taking the gas tank off, the cowling off, the screen's gotta come off, and then the pulley should bolt right in the center here. Not a bad job. Starting to hear some thunder in the background, so we need to pick up the pace just a little bit. All the bolts are out. Gotta go find some kind of little hex head. Maybe an Allen wrench will work. Be right back. So I gotta loosen this nut. The pulley goes on. We put it back together. Oh, we'll make a little notch, maybe paint it, then we'll put it back together. A socket, I got my pull bar, and then I got my screwdriver, and I'll take that and keep the flywheel from spinning. That nut was really tight. It took a little engineering. I had to hold the screwdriver with my knee while I pulled with both hands on the pull bar, but I got it. Take the nut off. Get this extra stuff off somehow. Keep the washer. And then the pulley goes same size hole as it is the bolt. Good tight fit. All we need is that little groove. We'll slam everything back together and give it a test. And slap some paint on it. And then give it a test. Or test it. Okay, so the engine rotates this way. We got to pull it, and the notch has to be opposite. So we'll do a notch facing that way. The little rope goes in it. Wrap it around and pull. I got my grinder wheel. It's ready to roll. Now I'll take a little file and try to get rid of all those burrs. They want to cut your pull rope. I try to round off that point just a little bit. Also, when it's spinning, it'd be spinning backwards. It'll be safe enough, I guess. It's good that we did this because there's some dirt daubers. They're trying to block my airflow. This is an air-cooled engine, and those dirt daubers are blocking some of the engine from being cooled. So I'm gonna clean those out, and I guess we can go and get that pulley put on. I'll take the washer out, put the pulley on. See that, how good of a fit? Washer goes back on, and then I gotta find the nut. The nut goes back on. Now this pulley will block a little bit of the airflow. It'll still run cool enough. The air flows in through here, through this little fan, and then back to that where the dirt dauber lives. I gotta tighten that nut up now. Then we're gonna test it. I think that's tight enough. There he is. Now maybe I'll get the air hose and blow all that dirt out of there. So now we're to the point where we're putting the cowling on over the pulley. I didn't want you to miss that. I've got you in the, not the captain's chair, the other chair, co-captain. And we're gonna see if this pull rope works. So the battery's not hooked up. Here's the battery over here. The battery cables. Where do you put your foot at? Thing's fired right up. He's ready to go. I put a knot in this rope, put some tape around it. Maybe it won't get cut so fast. I'm gonna put that in the glove box. I'm gonna try another pull start from the seated position. I mean, it was so easy the first time. I want to try it again. Make sure the key's on. On here, down is on, so I think she's ready. Is down on? Oh, it's called a little froggy frog. That's a tree frog. Oh, he's cuter. What's he up to? Anything? You don't know? Key's on. Sorry, switch is on. I've got some metallic blue paint. I mean, the theme for this boat is blue and white. So let's see if we can give it a pull and of course some paint. Pull and paint. I think it looks good. So my seat cushions were a little bit sun damaged and that foam powder was getting all over the place. So we just pulled them right on out. I'm gonna get the shop vac, get that debris out of here. Might even get a little bit of bleach and polish these up a little bit. The backs, they might stay in there for now. They might come out. I don't know yet. And then I might get some throwables to sit on. That sounds like the way to go. That way when the boat starts going down, you can just stay in your seat and you got a floatable right under you. Now what I'm thinking with this, another fishing pole holder, or if the bimini top's not working out, it'd be a good spot for an umbrella. I just went and drilled 1, 2, 3 holes, bigger on one side, small on the other. Made a little notch in the top. You want to set a pole in there? And it would cover up that ugly hole. Whatever that used to be, who knows? I see those in the store for a whole bunch of money, and I don't really want to spend a whole bunch of money on them, so a little scrap piece of PVC. 3 holes, 1 semi-hole, and we might mount that baby right there maybe tomorrow. Getting kind of late tonight. A pretty decent spot to keep your net. Very handy. Got a fish, net's right here behind you. Something else to think about. I may have to make a couple more of those. I mean, there's all kind of stuff that you can put in while you're fishing. Hey, we're to make another, I don't know, a cup holder. I'm into cup holders too. This boat has 0 cup holders. Maybe back in 1974 they didn't take drinks on boats. Up here on the bow, I'm putting on this new light, and the old screw holes don't match up with the new screw holes. I'll get some silicone and cover up those 2 holes. Not that it matters. I'm gonna take a drill and punch 2 new holes, then we'll put these screws in. And these are not exactly the right screws. Should be a countersunk, but they'll work till I get some different ones. The important part is they're stainless. I got a little bleach out here. I'm gonna see what it does to this moldy chair. Well, the seats are not perfect, but they're a lot better than they were. I can sit on those. And same thing for the other. So the boat's not registered yet, but I have a net down in that pocket. I've got a fishing rod and reel there. I got another rod and reel here. I've got 2 paddles. I'm trying to figure out what coolers I want to use. I might see which ones fit in those compartments pretty good. This one says not a seat, but it sure makes a good seat and a cup holder. So that red faded cooler would fit below the plywood level, and this blue cooler would fit below, or the blue might fit better there. That looks like a good spot. And maybe not even for coolers, these might just be for storage. Put something in that one, put something in that one, and big blue could be your cooler with the cup holders. That makes a good seat. And when I said throwable cushion, put that there, you sit on it. And that guy, yeah, that helps the seat a lot, plus it floats. Now to make this cup holder, I'm using fir boards. This is leftover from the tiny house ceiling. Maybe you recognize them. And I'm gonna make them big enough to hold a coffee cup. I don't know if you'd ever have a coffee cup on a boat. Hey, but just in case. And this is the one that the wife got me for Father's Day. Dad. So I'm gonna put a hole here, maybe in the middle, maybe another hole for knickknacks. Crackers. Crackers are good when you're on a boat. Now if you've been watching my videos for a while, this is the same bit I used to cut the holes for the gauges on the dune buggy. Same one we cut the shower faucet hole with, the cup holder on the dune buggy. And now we're doing a cup holder for the boat. That's the one you're watching right now. Back to cutting. I'm going to smooth up all these ends. Run the saw through them all at one time. And then with a little bit of sanding, that's going to look so nice. And I'm going to do this front edge on the table saw, same principle, just different saw. I went ahead and did 2 flashlight holes. I might even do 2 flashlights. I may go all the way through, hang down below. My next step, I gotta find a sander, sand this up, and then we might throw a little polyurethane on it. That's what's going on. Sitting here looking at my new custom cup holder, I'm trying to figure out where I want to mount it. The spot I had in my brain, it's not going to work out. So now I'm looking at back here. I'm sitting right now in the captain's chair. I could lean forward, grab my drink. I could lean forward, grab the pliers. And it's covering up 2 other holes that are already there. I'm thinking right there the cooler would fit under it. You could even drill out some of these holes for umbrellas for the net. Okay, the wooden accent cup holder is now mounted. The cooler fits underneath it. I like it. And that's the only wood in the whole boat up until we get the front compartments covered. Then we'll have some more wood. That'll show them. So there's a new cup holder all installed. It went through a rain last night. We got about 4 inches of rain. And then one of my viewers said to put a tape measure on the wooden compartment doors up front. And then in the parking lot of the boat ramp, I found this. I might try to adapt this to the boat. The only catch is it's in centimeters. And here in the US we use inches. That's going to confuse somebody if I say I caught a 30 centimeter fish. Well, how big is that? So I might get me a new meter stick. This is a broken one. And put it beside in inches so I can give them both. 30, oh, that'd be about 12 inches.